I do cite young Dolph, and one of his lines, to paraphrase, is no matter what, I gotta be fresh. And I just let that be the PG version. Unfortunately, society may have negative commentary directed towards you. So no matter what, you're gonna keep your head high. No matter what, you're gonna portray yourself where you are gonna be fly, or you are gonna be fresh. That's my interpretation. I grew up in Cincinnati, Ohio. My educational journey was interesting. I would say I was more of I wouldn't say class clown, but education wasn't a priority. At times, my parents were more passionate about education than I was. With my older sister going to Xavier University in Cincinnati, I had an aha moment like, hey, I want to go to college myself. I was going to school at the University of Cincinnati, accepted into the business college. However, when I took accounting, it let me know that, hey, business may not be for you at this time. I transitioned into history. I had aspirations of being either a social studies teacher or a lawyer. History has always been a passion for me. I started to study for the LSAT, but I became a single dad. At that time, it was like, well, need some income. I had two job opportunities. One was a car dealership, which I feel like I was a decent salesperson, or become a substitute teacher. I was just like, hey, let's become a substitute teacher. And that gave me the opportunity to work with students from my neighborhood, students that were interested in hip hop and music. And then that inspired me to say, hey, I think I'll be okay with this teaching thing. I transitioned to work in charter schools in Cincinnati for a few years, Northern Kentucky University, where I went and got my Master's of Arts in Teaching. I was in the Urban Educational Leadership program at the University of Cincinnati working on my doctorate. I had to take 4 classes to maintain a scholarship, and I was teaching at the university too, educational psychology. By that time I was married, so my wife was able to hold down the fort, and I appreciate that for her, but yes, I was really busy. I accepted the job at the University of Memphis as an assistant professor of special education of 2011. What attracted me to the University of Memphis was that it provided opportunities to work with a large urban school district similar to what I'm accustomed to. I really like the laid-back atmosphere of Memphis. I believe the hip-hop culture is rich. I remember one song that I played called Cut It, OT Genesis and Young Dolph. You know, I was just talking about education, like if this education isn't right, you got to cut it. Those conversations led to why not collaborate and do a project. The mixtape volume 1 centers on hip-hop-based education being infused within multi-tier systems of support. The SPED program at the University of Memphis, the talent is here, and then you actually have talented practitioners here also. Faculty members that I've interacted with that really, truly care about the students that they serve. And you will not find that everywhere. I'm Dr. William Hunter, Professor of Special Education, College of Education at the University of Memphis.